Hi, I'm Chef Craig Harding, and our friends at Caplan's have invited me to this beautiful cooking studio. It's the JennAir Experience showroom. Today's dish inspired by opening Sicily. We're going to make a beautiful, fresh tomato sauce to pair with a ricotta agnolotti. And what I love about this pasta is that you can make it in 10 minutes. So the first thing you need to do is gather whatever tomatoes you've got or whatever you can find, and you can cut them into smaller shapes, just rustic. Again, this is going to all be cooked down in the pan. I'm going to add a little bit of butter in it. I'm going to add garlic, fresh basil. Okay, so now that I've cut my tomatoes, I have a pan that I've preheated here. And any great pasta dish starts with high quality extra virgin olive oil. Really simple. My pan is warm. I'm going to drop that in there. Maybe turn it up. I want to hear a little bit of a sizzle. Okay. Okay, that's the sizzle. Now you can hear it. And that's what I love about induction tops. The response is so fast. 4 cloves of garlic, roughly chopped. Garlic, olive oil, basil. I mean, is there a combination that kind of speaks more to the heart of summer? I don't think so. Okay, I'm going to just add my garlic in. So fresh basil in as it's cooking, because it obviously kind of macerates, permeates, and gives the sauce a deep flavor. But then when you add it at the end, there's the real freshness and the real lightness. So I like to do it twice. What I'm going to do now is start to finish off my layers of flavor with pepper, a little bit of salt, and it's really that simple. Here we have our beautiful ricotta agnolotti. I'm going to drop them in to this pot of boiling salted water. And as I said, it takes about 90 seconds. I always kind of go in, I make sure it's not sticking. So I just kind of make sure that nothing is stuck to the bottom. Turn this down, and I'm going to scoop into my sauce. I love fresh peas, and I'm just going to add them in here. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil. But I always love finishing with butter. Butter just kind of brings the whole thing together. And if I'm adding butter, I always make sure I add a touch of water. And pasta water is a secret ingredient. Obviously, it's got that starch, so it helps to kind of emulsify things. It also is like seasoned properly, so you know that your pasta is gonna have that like touch of salt that it might need at the end. And now I'm just gently stirring it. The butter's melting. I'm creating a beautiful sauce. So, it just smells like summer, you know, that tomato and basil. I'm gonna get some of those beautiful peas on here. Make sure I've got enough sauce around the edges. I love using basil multiple times in a dish. And to me, it's a perfect pairing with a tomato. Okay, so a little fresh grated Parmigiano at the end also is absolutely key here. Okay, not too much. And then one last little touch is I took some basil that was browning in my fridge, and I put it in my high-speed blender with some grapeseed oil, so a neutral oil, and I blended it into a basil oil. You can make a basil oil or an herb oil at home, and there you have it, a 10-minute fresh Pomodoro pasta.